drown metaphorically and die.
But we do have all the regulars here, so let's go from the top. Let's say hello, everybody. Calliope, start us off.
Yo, what's up? I don't know.
And I am. This was Calliope. I am Eminem. Hello, everybody. We have Rika here.
Hello.
We have Alexander the Magnificent, our amazing transhumanist icon.
Hello, Internet.
And we have Soviet, Winter Prison.
Hello, everyone.
Without his better parts today, Andre, unfortunately. And we have a guest from a very distant and faraway land. Hello, Mo.
Hello, how's everyone doing? I said doing and going at the same time, so I said doing. Are you dough? Are you bread?
I might be. Do you want to do
if
me?
You need me.
No, I don't want to be bread.
Yes, we're starting strong. Speaking of which,
Okay.
Oshinoko.
I sorted this by alphabetical. Are we really just getting into Oshinoko because it has got apostrophes, or should we just like go to that when we get to the O category?
I didn't watch that purely because its first episode is an hour and a half long.
Yes, it's an entire feature-length anime film.
It's the first episode, so I didn't watch it. Did anyone watch it?
Everybody watched it.
Everybody watched it.
It is the most popular show on my anime list.
It is the one. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be invited on to Weeb Revolution. I gotta watch some anime. I'll just watch 3 episodes of anime, starting with Oshinoko. And then it was the length of 3 episodes of anime. So that's
indeed.
Fun. So I've at least seen that one.
So that's all you did, okay? No,
my
honestly,
opinions on other things. I can give some opinions on other things, but they will be less informed than my opinion on Oshinoko.
So please tell us, what is Oshino about? Please give us a summary for us that didn't watch it.
How about you don't give us a summary, because you shouldn't.
Yeah. The joy of the first episode is having no idea what's going on. And I read like some of the manga, and even I was lost because of how long the first episode was. Like, I saw a couple twists reading the manga, and even I was just like left confused and bewildered after the movie.
Sorry to be hipster about it, but this is the kind of show you have to watch blind.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, okay, but just for our intrepid viewers who might be interested and who might not know what Oshinoko is, but let's be honest, they do know because it supplanted Full Metal Alchemist on my anime list, which is, of course, a crime against humanity, as we know. And the Full Metal Alchemist fans are seeding and coping.
Deserves it in Akasaga Aka story.
I mean, there's always that one, like when Bushido Rock, there's always like one seasonal anime that gets like super popular really fast, and it surpasses like all of the
That's
the
a fair point.
But then it like comes back down a little bit. Right?
But Bushido Rock deserved that spot.
Bushido Rock definitely deserved it. Bleach definitely deserved it.
Does Oshinoko deserve that spot? And I would contend that it doesn't, because it literally rides or dies on the novelty of the 1 hour long weird birth isekai novelty, and that's what it has. It has amazing animation, but like other than that,
I mean, an hour and a half.
I mean, so far it has demonstrated that it can very clearly tell a story, a very complex and multifaceted story. So I say let him cook.
What you mean is that it managed to show that it can tell like 4 different stories at the same time and not be clear which one it really wants to tell.
It has managed to tell those 4 stories very, very well, very cohesively.
Okay. I clearly am not as sold on Oshinoko as everybody else here.
The chef is using a lot of ingredients. That does not preclude the meal from being good.
Well, but is the chef using these ingredients just because there's a lot of ingredients and it's cool and it's novel? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, they've proven with the writer, at least. I'm not really familiar with the artist, but the writer who's writing Kaguya-sama has proven they know the secret formula to getting to the top of the charts for otaku.
Yeah, that's true.
Not just the top of the charts, but they write competent stories, and if to judge anything from the directions Kaguya-sama took, they're pretty on on a good page with their politics too. Just good socialist values.
I don't. I mean, this show is ostensibly about how terrible the entertainment industry is. So like,
Yes.
it has potential. It has potential to be some good agitprop. I'm gonna give you that. But like, I don't know. I just have nebulous, undefined worries about what the show
You
did
have
in the first.
nebulous, undefined worries
I
about
always do.
everything.
Yeah, I always do. That's why I'm
Yeah.
here. You know, because we need somebody like me on the stream every now and then.
Need someone
I
to
think
freak out.
one day, I think one way you can tell this isn't just like a one-hit like episode is the fact that even the side characters feel like really fleshed out and compelling. Like the director, for example, I really like them, and like the stepmom, basically, she's really cool.
I think there's like a what do I call it?
If Eminem ever stops worrying, that's when I'll start.
I think like a
What a solution to a worry-free life.
I feel like it's like a. I
Lots
feel
of
like
pills.
that's a weird like catch-22 dream of Brahma sort of thing where if I ever stop worrying, the world is just gonna disappear.
The
There's like
butterfly's
a-
gonna wake up and realize that he's a man.
What a fitting metaphor for this show.
And then the spoon is gonna bend in my hand and I'm gonna start flying. Yeah, sure.
There is no spoon. What are you talking
Exactly.
there's a I guess what I call it is like this. When you watch a show, you sort of have this understanding that like there's a desire to do something and to do something interesting, which to some extent, because I went into it, I read this premise and I was like, this is, to be honest, the most unhinged thing I've ever read in a really long time.
Right.
Like,
The premise
okay,
I still don't know.
I'm obsessed with idols, and then I was reborn as the child of a 16-year-old idol.
If anyone
And
can swing
I
that,
still feel
there's
it a
one
little.
man that can swing that. It's Akasaka.
Yeah, like I still feel it a
Like,
little. I
This
guess
is
my
not even
my
s-
my surprise is that it was not the 110% creepy that I thought it was, and it's only like 15%. I think that honestly deserves a writing award. I think that's incredible.
It was
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, considering the concept,
there is undeniable like amount of creep to the concept, but if somebody felt like they need to write it anyway and managed to like trudge through that to get to the goodness on the other side, that's the guy.
I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like this speaks to the broader pattern that I sort of noticed, even though I didn't watch a lot of shows because I was sick throughout the week, COVID. But I feel like this speaks to a larger pattern of there are a few shows that have premises and plot twists and ideas in them that I see and I'm like, was this necessary? Like, why did you use this plot twist as a plot device to move the plot forward? Like, just for the sake of like the creep factor of like being birthed by your favorite idol, like why are we doing this? Does this really help you tell a story about how shitty the entertainment industry is? Like, does it?
I don't think every story needs to have the thing it tries to tell you and teaches you to be a story. Like this is a story about being born to an idol that you used to admire in a past life. What it tells you, what it managed to tell through that medium, that's like it can tell you a lot more than the entertainment industry is shitty or so on and so forth. It is a story first and a piece of knowledge inducing technology second.
I'm just surprised how palpable like the anime is, and like how mainstream it's become because of the premise. But like the premise is what gets everyone hooked in the first place. Like what is happening?
People are surprised that it works at all.
I mean, I couldn't read like through like the first 3 chapters of the manga. I just couldn't do it. But
Oh,
like,
me,
the anime,
I couldn't either.
The
I couldn't
anime I
either.
can watch just fine. I think it's because like for the manga you have to physically like click or turn the page, and I just couldn't force myself to do that. But the anime I could just sit down
Yeah,
and
I
watch.
couldn't either.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. When I tried reading the
Okay.
manga, I
Like I
couldn't.
said-
But I'm like, yeah.
So in conclusion, Akasaka Aka's third best manga is indeed making a competent anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
yeah. It's shocking, like
After
given the
Huge Success
premise,
is second,
but it's like,
Af-
it's like the one way you could make this work in any way at all.
After the
Okay.
huge success his second best manga's adaptation got, who can be surprised?
Those of you who've watched it, would you say it's better or worse than Love is War?
It's hard to top Love is War.
They're kind of two different
Incomparable.
things.
Incomparable. Does not compute. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they're like
I'm bad at making comparisons like that.
they're like two different genres, so it's kind of not even fair.
There is no reason to compare it either.
Fair enough.
Has any of you watched Alice Gear EG's expansion?
We might have to give this one a pass.
Unfortunately,
I've not watched it.
It kind of looks like a
It got a 5.6. I don't think anyone's watching this, let alone
No,
us.
wait. I'm interested. I have not seen this, but I want to listen about it. What is this?
It's a sequel. We don't-
Mankind
Oh,
Invaded
it's a
the
sequel,
Planet.
okay.
It's a sequel. Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's just continue to Blue Orchestra. Any band kids here?
I was half interested, but then I saw it's the studio that wrote the Biscuit Hammer, that animated the Biscuit
Oh,
Hammer,
no.
and I am
Oh,
boycotting
God,
them
no.
forever.
Okay,
yeah.
so you
Boycotting them
have
for the rest of time.
expect an anime where it's literally just manga panels.
I was
Okay.
a
No,
theater kid.
no, it's not
Or
manga panels.
drama
The manga panels were
kid.
good. What they did with them is just not even the.
Okay,
Yes, you can see the-
half-assed manga panels.
That's actually a common criticism. I've actually seen the comparisons. And actually, you showed me the
showed you the
comparisons.
comparison.
Yeah, you showed me the comparisons of like how much more animated the characters are in the manga panels versus how animated they are in the anime. Which, like, yeah, that's just a bad adaptation of the manga.
Congratulations, you made an animated movie that looks
Is this an
less
original?
in motion than a manga. A book
Yeah.
on my shelf right now. Holy shit! I
That's
will see
pretty
worse
damning.
web manga.
life.
Pretty damning assessment there.
Oh, well, this might be an elevation of the web manga, considering it's based on music. So, like, the sound's got to elevate it. But I'm not too interested in this. I mean, it's just a romance, I guess, too.
All right.
I don't know. How likely is it that they are actually using like composed sounds versus stock sound effects and freely available music?
I have to
couldn't say.
assume it's literally just all MIDIs because the animation studio is absolutely trash.
I skimmed through the first episode, did not look compelling at all.
Yeah. This
I'm
isn't
not the
that.
only one noticing like the sheer abundance of manga that has like blue in the name. I can think of at least 5 right now.
Me too. And I noticed
Like,
it. And we.
Blue Period, Blue Box, Blue Lock, Blue.
They're all
Blue
better.
Orchestra.
They're all better.
No, I'm sure they're all better. I know they're all better. But like,
Perfect Blue.
what's that? What is the
Perfect
no.
Blue, yeah, Perfect Blue too. And
Perfect
it also has to
Blue.
do with
What is the-
music.
What is the deal? Okay, speaking of romance, we got Birdie.
Wait! Before we move on, before we move on, I want to point. Maybe there is like some kind of a cultural reason for why blue is associated with music specifically. Maybe I wouldn't know. I'm not an expert on Japanese culture, but that sounds.
Explain Blue Lock about soccer.
Yeah. No. Okay. You're right.
Yeah,
Maybe-
you
Blue
lost your
period
point.
makes
Let's
sense.
just
because blue
continue to
because
Birdie
Picasso's
wing.
Blue period. Picasso's
Blue
Blue
pe-
period.
Yeah.
Birdie, banger wing.
Okay, banger wing.
I waited for
The
this.
soap opera continues after a. Was that like we got? I think it was COVID that made this not like a one core series or whatever.
Correct.
I believe so.
So yeah, it's just
COVID,
continuing
which
where it
also
left off,
ruined,
and it's great. I love it.
COVID, which also ruined Demon Misfit.
Oh.
Have you ever gotten the rest of Demon Misfit?
Not yet. It's in hiatus now, but we got like 5 or 6 episodes.
We got 5.
We're
Oh, it
gonna
got
be
cut
getting
off.
more.
I was gonna like binge the whole thing and like cry myself to sleep.
Why? Because you binged the Misfit of the Demon Academy. Mo, Misfit of the Demon Academy is the best anime ever made.
No, okay, we're
It's
not doing this
amazing.
right now. We're not doing this.
They're all brainwashed
doing
by
this right
Voldigon propaganda.
You are all servants
You are
of
not immune.
Duhavia. You are all servants of Anos Duhavia. That's what you are.
I am not, because I'm too gay for that.
Now listen, I watched. Okay, what, the first season of Misfit? Like every episode that came out.
Why
'cause
are
I
we
watched
talking
that
about
weekly.
Misfit?
Because
We
it's
do
the
this.
best
We
show
do
ever
this every
made.
time. It's a tradition.
We do this every
This-
time.
No, it's okay. No,
Every
I-
episode was
it's
This
okay,
is
I'm
more
not
just, this is
gonna-
ridiculous
just
than
that
the last.
scene where everybody
I
is
know,
like,
it's
everybody on the
glorious.
ship is being
Not.
hypnotized by the siren song, except for the one. Wait, except for the one girl, except for the opposite, because everybody
Mo,
here is like.
Mo, he makes
gay.
he makes a communist commune in season 2. I'm not
I
joking.
refuse to believe that.
But
I
that happens. That explicitly happens.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry for derailing your as the guest. I'm sorry for derailing your podcast.
It's
No,
fine.
I
It's
mean,
like I said, talking about
This is
Demon
this
Misfit
the-
is a tradition. It'd be a shame
This
not
is
to
the,
do it.
This is the Misfit and Demon King Academy.
Do we
stream.
want
we
to,
also talk about seasonal academy sometimes?
Do we want
On-
to talk?
Oh, you go first.
Enough said.
I'm still hoping we're gonna have more of the Gundam fun action stuff with it.
Well, you mean
There's
like
a,
with
there's
the
a whole Gundam show you can watch.
yeah?
Well,
There's
Yeah, there's-
we're gonna get to
it's-
that.
it's also
I'm
lesbian.
just saying I appreciate the
But
I
we're not
appreciate
gonna
the
have
Gundam references.
we're not gonna have a lot to say about that either, because like we have one episode which is incredibly revealing, but like it's one episode, and it like
too.
it tells us stuff that we like technically kind of knew and expected, right? Like we all knew that
I
this
just
was
hope there's no
coming.
incest in that one episode.
Anyway,
Talking about lesbians and Birdie Wing, of course.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, Birdie
Yeah.
Wing.
It would sure
was-
suck if there was incest in Birdie Wing, wouldn't it?
What?
there is
Huh?
no incest. There is no incest in Basing.
There might be
There's
some
a-
incest.
During the
Sure.
first season of Birdie Wing, I was told there's a golf anime that's good. I was like, there's no way there's a golf anime that is even remotely worth watching.
It's amazing,
Um,
my dude. You have
and it
to
was
watch
just
it.
like the best thing I've ever seen. Like Birdie Wing's on top to me.
yeah,
I still need
yeah.
to finish the
It's
first
wild,
season,
and I
but-
hate golf. Yeah,
golf is an absolute like middle finger to the entire working class and the civilization of the
Yep.
earth in general.
and they somehow
And
made a
yet the show
compelling
is
show
so
about
good.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, gay girls, good gay girls that are
Very,
good.
very good gay girls. Good gay girls in the rain. That's just
Good,
mwah, top
good
tier.
girls being good and gay. Also mafia and snakes.
Snakes? Weird snake woman? Yes.
Gay. Anyway,
let's move on. Let's move forward.
Okay.
Let's chug
On
along.
to
We
Birdie.
have
nothing to add. No notes.
we have a lot of anime to cover. Let's move on.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Let's see.
I guess we could talk about Boku no Kokoro briefly.
Has anybody seen it? Because I was actually vaguely interested in that.
I've seen the
Yeah.
first minute of it.
Which one
I
is this?
have not seen it.
So basically, it's about a like a student who like fantasizes about like wanting to murder like his classmates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's a
yeah, that
quiet
one.
kid romance
I read that,
show.
and I was like,
Yeah.
wow, that is the second most unhinged thing I've ever read after the after the description of Oshinoko.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Um,
it seems bad. I don't know.
Sorry,
Uh,
can I
worse.
I will
have just
more
a
or less
moment?
trust
Can I have
anything
just a
Sasaki
moment
says.
to
Yeah, sure.
speak to you about our Lord and Savior, Corpse God?
I'm
What?
listening. I'm listening.
So he got resurrected from the dead, and in modern day Tokyo. And just wait, are we still talking about the danger?
yeah, we were talking
Yes,
about the
there's-
other one.
Dead Mount. Yes, we are talking
Dangers
about
in My Heart.
Because he just flipped the stream to Dead Mount.
Because
Oh no,
there's-
we will talk
there's-
about Death Mount because I
there's-
actually watched that show.
There is a delay
Yeah,
on the stream.
I-
There's a delay on the stream.
Yeah, so I was already with the joke.
Well-
Oh well, rip the joke. Anyway, anyone watching The Danger in My Heart?
I started the first episode before the stream.
How was it? How was it?
It's literally what it says on the tin so far.
Yikes.
So we're talking about the anime where the child is like, I want to kill this girl.
I want to
really
kill
wanna
this
kill
girl.
this girl. I really
Yeah.
want to kill this girl.
But,
Oh shit! I'm actually in love with this girl.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the premise.
Is it?
It's gonna be very popular in America.
It's gonna be very popular in a lot of places, and I think that says a lot about society. Clown shoe noises.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the heck happens after the first minute, but I'm
I know, in
Whatever
general,
whatever
I
happens.
mean,
Happens.
I guess I'm gonna watch more. And finish the first episode at least.
Unless the romance is doing something truly innovative or crazy,
Not interested.
yeah.
Yes,
that's-
you've
that's
seen
what it
one
makes me
pair of
fair.
awkward teenagers trying to get in each other's pants. You've seen all of them.
Yeah, horny teens.
Well,
and they're
well,
kinda-
well, we have not seen all
Now,
of them.
gay girls.
Listen, we're gonna get to Heavenly Delusions. There's more to
Yeah.
horny teenagers than meets the eye.
Alright.
They're like
That's
X-Men
different.
or like
That's different.
Yeah.
Come on.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna get there.
Alright.
Anyway,
Let's talk about
Death Play.
Death Mount. Death Play. Okay.
Oh, this is the edgiest thing I've seen since Akabega Kill. Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
This okay,
I-
this show's
I
wild.
have many hopes for this, especially.
I have a
when
lot
you
of
wrote this.
thoughts. Also considering what the author also wrote, being and Volcano and Fate Strange Fake.
Wait,
I'm
this is from the Bakano guy. Okay,
this
I
is
need
from
to
the
watch it.
Bakano guy. This is
Okay,
from the
I need to
Bakano
watch
guy.
Edgiest thing. It's
Yes,
just the edgiest
it
fucking
is.
thing. The
Yeah, on
protagonist's
paper.
name is Corpse God.
Yes.
On paper, you don't want to watch this, but
Yeah,
No, on paper,
on
you definitely
paper,
want to
no.
watch
Okay,
this.
no, on
On
paper,
paper, on
No.
principle, I want to watch
In
it. I want to
practice,
watch it
you
now. I want to close this stream and go watch it.
Listen, this is like
No, that
if,
must be-
this is like if Akabega Kill met like Arifureta and had skeleton babies.
Skeleton babies. Like
There's
those little
skeleton shit. Yes, there's a whole bunch of
little
skeleton
wobbly
shit.
head babies in
Skeleton
Dark Souls
shit.
1. Yeah.
This is like Overlord, but not cringe.
Oh,
Yes,
this
it is like.
This is a
wow.
good anime. Well, it's okay.
I'm not sure.
I will
about that.
permit you to proceed with that delusion of yours.
I like Overlord.
This is much better than Overlord. Like,
Okay.
Oh, God, anything
Okay.
is much
I would
better than
think a lot of
Overlord.
things are better.
Overlord
Okay, but
is
okay. So
no. All right, let's talk about this show. Let's talk about this show.
let's actually talk about it because so far all I know is that it's fucking awesome. But like,
Okay.
You don't need to know anymore.
Yeah. The start of the show is wild, and when you read the premise or think
Reverse Isekai
Yeah.
Necromancer get re-alived in Tokyo, Japan, and then fights a
yes,
mafia.
it's like a reverse isekai
He
in
fights
this
the mafia
in
so hard they
concept.
befriend him.
Yeah, it's like a reverse isekai in concept. But there's a twist to it where
Don't
yeah.
reveal the twist. Don't
I'm not
reveal
gonna reveal the
Let-
twist,
let
but
him
I'm
have
there's
it.
a twist to it, yeah. And it's
Right.
like
supposed to
it's
have
fun.
shit, and the guy just summons fucking giant skeleton arms from magic circles popping behind him. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds cool as shit. But like, I don't know how that moves the plot forward. But that's amazing.
With
That's
the
what
hands
we're
I
going
just
to
described,
find
the
out.
hands drag it
just drag it forward. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
like a soul back to Hades. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
skeleton hands will grab you, yeah.
Bakano guy, giant skeletons, edgy as shit. You don't need to know anymore.
Bakano
Come
guy
on.
going crazy, yeah.
This is less the plot being moved forward like Sisyphus rolling the boulder up a hill. This is more plot being dragged back like an angry soul.
You
trying
have to
claw its
imagine
way back to
Sisyphus
life.
throwing a bunch of goth shit. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen. We must assume Sisyphus is happy.
We must assume Sisyphus is wearing.
Well, let's watch
socks.
his skeleton hands lift up the boulder.
Let's watch Sisyphus fucking lift the boulder with his skeleton hands and just fucking throw it across the hill. Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sold.
Just,
I'm sold.
Where is my Sisyphus X Kuroko no Basket? If I can.
I'm going on my anime list and rating this anime as 10 out of 10 as we speak, even though I have not seen it.
Clap, clap.
It's
clap.
good. It's good.
It's good. It's good. You can sit here for a whole hour and just say, "Oh, it's awesome."
Yeah,
You
no,
don't
I know
watch
Mo
two
was gonna
episodes of
say
this
something
shit.
earlier, where it's like you just read this premise and you're like, this could go so bad.
Pretty much.
I would watch
Yeah.
it if it was bad. I would absolutely watch the shit out of it if this is.
And the thing is,
Horrible.
it's not. Yes.
This has no right to be good. It just accidentally is.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like this has no right to be good, but
It has
somehow.
all the vibes of those like Darwin game.
Oh
I don't know,
god.
Batum, fucking
Oh,
high-rise
Batum.
invasion shows.
Oh my god, I remember Batum. Oh
Batum
gosh.
slapped until
Yeah,
I read
no.
the manga. The manga does not slap as hard, but like it's good.
That has such a good opening song too.
How do I
And
rate?
yes, 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 yes,
How
yes.
how do you rate anime on Mal?
You just click the.
You just click on the number. Yeah.
You just you know there's like a little
You can't
stick
watch.
thing.
Oh
stuck
yeah,
to
there's
your
like a
have it
scrolly
watched.
thing that has
Right,
like
you-
10 through 1.
There's like a lever thing stuck to your door. You kind of push that, and you go, and you touch.
Okay, no. I can figure it out. This is amazing. This is the first time I'm actually rating an anime on my anime list. Okay, keep going.
Anyone
The last
watch
time,
Dr.
the last time I heard you said yes. So please keep going.
Anyone watch
Should
Dr.
we talk
Stone?
about Dr. Stone? I've always been told and warned that it's eventually going to get more capitalist. And is this the arc that finally does it? Is this what I've been warned about? That's all.
Yes, but I'm still enjoying it because it
This
still
is,
is more
this is the time
science-y
where
and
they
stuff.
just. This is the time where the guy that like is recreating the whole world remembers that to recreate money.
Oh no, he
They
recreates
don't-
money.
Imagine recreating an
Oh,
economic
no.
system from scratch and being
Uh,
The thing is, they don't actually
Money.
do anything with the money. The money just exists for the sake of this one guy. That like
No, for the
There's
sake
one-
of this one guy, of course.
they
that,
wake up.
that kind of feels like
they-
money in real life, don't know?
They wake up the whole world,
Exactly.
and only one guy actually cares about money. So they make some for him, so he could be happy.
This is
Sexual
why I
accessibility.
always sided with the one guy who's a primitivist at the beginning. He was right.
Yeah. Ted Kaczynski
See, the
was very much
industrial,
right.
Science!
revolution
Yeah.
had monstrous consequences on the stone world.
But science is cool.
Yeah, Senku's like, yeah, I love science, and then he thinks about the atomic bomb, and he's like, I'm gonna do it anyways.
You see, base and atomic pilled.
It's like the
Just
it's like
because you can do something doesn't mean you should like 1,000 times and then sell it to people using brainwashing propaganda.
There's
I don't
some,
know what
like,
you're talking about.
underlying
If that was true, why
assumption.
would we not have 10,000 nukes?
There's some like underlying assumption I think about Dr. Stone in general, where so like they get sent to this place without technology, and there's some assumption that like the more things look like the way they are right now, the better that is. And that's kind of true for things like plumbing and like electricity, I guess. But Dr. Stone's assumption I think is a little bit more fundamental than that. Like the current world that we have is like super great and awesome because of science. And recreating it as
Compared to
accurately
the
as
Stone
possible.
Ages, yes, it is awesome because of science
Yeah.
compared to the Stone Ages.
But if
In a
you
lot
had
of
the
ways.
opportunity to redo society, I think we would all agree, despite our different tendencies, that we would not do like capitalism again.
Yeah,
we
I
wouldn't do
agree.
like the bourgeois state again.
I
yes.
think we
wouldn't
in the
do-
Weeb Revolution server all agree on that. There's a few
Right.
outside.
That's the
that-
problem. Like
Yeah,
we,
so I'm just saying that like that assumption where Dr. Stone would seem like, yes, we would do all those things again because it's like pretty cool.
that's the thing.
Is
Where like
unchallenged.
that is very much the problem of Dr. Stone, and there's also this underlying assumption that like we are where we are purely because of science, and if we were to recreate the world from stone with science, we would just recreate it again. But like we didn't get where we are today just with science, right? Like science is not the one axis for which society moves.
That's true.
I think the problem with Dr. Stone is that it's too political. Sorry, I had to say it. I think the problem with I think that seriously though, I think the problem with Dr.
Politics
Stone
in
is like
anime?
Dr. Stone
I hate it.
Dr. Stone is the primitive technology YouTube channel just turned into an anime. At least that's what it tries to be. Unfortunately, every single like opponent that this show has, every single like villain is a different political ideology than rampant unrestrained technological accelerationism, which
I like technological accelerationism. We need more tech.
We know you like that, Alex. But alongside tech, we also need to have the philosophy and the spiritual growth to actually think about how to use it without being idiots.
Maybe. I'll give you a maybe on that.
Like, have all the technology in the world, just decide using like responsibility when to use it. Otherwise, no, just because you have a gun doesn't mean you need to GTA everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay. I mean, that was an interesting discussion, but let's continue the seasonal discussion.
Definitely. I haven't watched anything on the list up to Isekai thing.
Yeah, but should we skip Otaku Elf? I don't want to talk about it, to be honest. Anyone watch it?
Anyone?
What?
It gives me Umaru vibes.
It gives me a Taku Outbreak Company vibes.
Outbreak Company is kind of nice.
What is this?
The thing. I watched it like ages ago. Isekai cheat skill. That thing. It's kind of sad.
It's sad? It, like, actually tearjerker?
No, it's sad to look. It's sad to look at.
It's sad to look at.
Okay. It's not kind of sad.
Like,
you got my interest
Okay,
piqued.
that's one way to put sad.
The thing is, it's wish fulfillment. It's wish fulfillment, but it's so much wish fulfillment that the second episode is entirely not about Isekai. There's no Isekai in the second episode. It's just the guy gets offered to go to a school where people like a school that is like actually good as opposed to the school where he got relentlessly bullied in. And it's just a wholesome, here you go, look at this school with nice facilities and actually like good teachers. You can come here because you are a worthy person. That's the whole second episode.
She's not joking.
The third episode is entirely about him after he unlocks Isekai and can go back and forth and gets a bunch of stats and become really pretty, about just how he gets recruited to be a model after being just morbidly obese and bullied for it a bunch. Now he
my biggest plot hole in the show is that everyone buys that it's the same person after he ends up in like the course of a weekend. Can you imagine going for like super obese in the course of a weekend later?
No, it wasn't the weekend. It's like a summer vacation.
Okay,
and
so that's slightly more plausible.
But a lot of shit can happen in summer vacation. and all of my worldviews are shaped by Phineas and Ferb. No, but again, this is not like wish fulfillment in the sense of like Arifureta being like, oh, I want to be this like edgy and cool and show off to my life. This is just somebody. I can imagine somebody being really, really sad about life and just writing this as like genuine, kind of depressing wish fulfillment. All the way, like it circles all the way to depressing, but then it circles back to like, I guess it's kind of sweet. I guess let's look at this. This is like pretty wholesome. There's no harm in a guy wanting to be a model. You want it to be pretty. You can't maybe want it to be pretty.
Maybe that's better than seeking wish fulfillment for the means of redo of a healer.
I don't want to talk to anyone to whom redo of a healer is wish fulfillment.
But that's the thing. That's
wish
the thing.
Fulfillment.
Yes, exactly.
I want to revenge rape like 3 people.
Yeah. That's the problem.
Travel back in time and repeat
is that
the
what you're gonna do
past.
with the Dragon Balls, my dude?
Wait, you think it only happened 3 times?
Listen, but for a lot of people who do watch Redo of a Healer, that is wish fulfillment, right?
And they all should be fucking put in a cage.
Yes, exactly. So like if their sadness and existential dread can be alleviated with something, less unhinged than Redo of a Healer, maybe that's good. Maybe this deserves to exist.
Do you have to be to go. And it's sort of using such direct terms, but to feel, oh, I wish I could be raped and then revenge fuck anyone who did that to me. Like, what the fuck?
You'd have to be
Also,
extremely
I want
sheltered
to
and privileged.
experience it again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to.
that's-
I want to
that's-
go-
This time, but this time it's gonna make me real angry.
I'm gonna go back in time and do everything exactly the same way I did it the first time, but this time I'm gonna rape everybody.
Yeah, there's like a
But don't you remember?
This
I claim the next trash Isekai. I claim the next trash Isekai to talk about.
I wanted to ask Alex to talk about this, but go ahead.
My one-hit kill sister, the most incestuous show of the season.
Alex,
so
you're
far.
rejected at some point.
Somehow it's actually got good talent working on it, which surprises me though, because like from what I can tell,
I saw the animation.
Yeah, it's decently animated. I'm not gonna say it's like top tier, but it's like decent, right? And the ending song
I feel like we
is really good.
Describe
Like,
the premise of the show.
if you don't want to watch the show, I get it. Don't. But the ending song is like good. So
wait. There are animators who really enjoy other animators who work at Trigger who work on the show. I can say that much.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little sad. That's pretty far separated. Like the evolutionary line is getting pretty diluted at that point.
I mean,
it's getting a bit.
Where would we be without Gainax fans?
Well, I guess that's true.
We wouldn't have Kill la Kill without Gainax fans.
Yeah, we wouldn't have Kill la Kill, but we also wouldn't have Darling in the Franxx. So
I would endure 3 Darlings in the Franxx for one more Kill la Kill.
I suppose.
I would endure physical torture for one more Kill la Kill.
I mean, wouldn't you say we have kind of like the spiritual successor and destroyer magical girl to Kill la Kill? We can talk about that more later, but I feel like there's so many similarities.
So is this sister Isekai? Is it like a
the first 2 minutes of
going on?
Is it? I mean, sorta, because like the sister's the only one who has any like abilities to fight other creatures in this world, this fantasy setting.
and it's like incestuous, right? So,
yeah,
I'm just like
it's just too overbearing.
Suicides just so she can follow him.
It's not even subtle at all. It's too much, honestly. It's so bad.
She discovers that her brother, after dying, got isekai, so she immediately offs herself so she can be isekai too.
Yeah. She realizes that her
no,
brother in
you
a
don't
coma.
understand how unhinged it is. She doesn't discover it. The brother mutters something in his coma about isekai. She takes that as a cue to fucking off herself.
Yeah,
by
she slams her head against
against the wall. So she can be with...
This is what makes the ending song so good, though, because like
disrespectful bullshit.
It makes it so ambiguous. The ending song makes it so ambiguous. Like is any of this real?
So what this should be titled is what this should be titled is Locked in Another World with My Yandere Sister.
No, she's not a yandere. She does not. She does not kill.
No, if she was a yandere, this would be good. But she's literally
what?
No, she is just too doting on her brother. Like to the point, to the point she's like brainwashed. It's like, what's your problem?
She's just a little horny. She's just horny. She's not even like.
Much. I don't know.
She's not harmful to anyone but those her brother. Like she's pretty indifferent about killing people. If her brother tells her, "Oh, kill this person," she's like, "I bet."
I think I could stomach this show as like a trash anime if it wasn't for the trope being like so overbearing. It's just done too much. Like Alex, a well done incest state. Too much.
Alex, where's that one show I sent you?
Feels like the show feels clever. It's like, oh, you thought the man would be overpowered, but no, it's the sister. Isn't that?
Is that subversive these days?
Isn't that? And it's not. It's lame.
Yeah, it's kind of lame, but
boring.
The animation team.
If you look in the Discord,
they have a treat for you. I don't know. It's okay.
What you sent me was the top 10 best animes, like One Hit Sister, Log Horizon.
Log Horizon is nothing like this.
But it's an
isekai, man. Log Horizon is beyond based.
And then you told me this is the biggest insult I've ever seen in my life. This includes actual transphobia to me.
Oh yes. I was
Whoever
Exaggerating a bit.
Whoever
But can I
made
just talk about the author of Log Revised and getting arrested for tax evasion? Like, holy shit.
Wait, what?
That's kind of dated news, though. I don't.
It's
Yeah,
dated,
obviously, but it will always remain based.
You know, it fits him so well given Log Horizon. I'm gonna
It
say
really
this.
does.
Like, if I expected someone to get jailed for tax evasion, it's the author of Log Horizon.
It's not fair he had to pay
watching-
taxes to a video game world and real life at the same time, though.
Yeah.
Anyone watching
give the man a
Riyuu
break.
of Isekai?
Redo of an isekai.
I watched that.
I mean, that's exactly what it
We've
is.
gotten to the point where characters are getting isekai'd and then getting
Twice.
isekai'd again.
Yeah,
Can I just say?
No,
can I
yeah,
just
there
say
have been a
one-
couple shows with that premise where it's like, yeah, they've been isekai'd again. It's like,
Wait, are there more than one?
yes, there are.
There are two
There
this
are two.
season. One of them is the guy gets isekai'd twice, and the other one is the guy gets isekai'd back to his own home world.
Yeah.
Which one?
How are we
I
keeping
don't
track of
remember
these?
which one is
So
which.
this one is the guy starts with him getting isekai'd, and his whole classroom gets isekai like operetta, but he's not panicking because he's fine. Because back in middle school, he got isekai to this world and saved it beforehand.
It's basically we have Arifreda at home. But can I just say this one masochistic girl? Holy shit, she's funny.
Do you really? I always thought of her just as Diet Darkness.
No. Darkness is a little bit too exaggerated on it. She's almost kind of like, I know some people like that.
Because she's
People
Then again, I know some people who are like Darkness, so I guess this means nothing.
but Darkness is supposed to be a comedic archetype, right? I think that's the
I
difference.
know people who are worse than Darkness.
Okay, no, I get it, but like, you know what I mean.
I mean, I once had a girl flirt with me by telling me that she wanted me to skin her alive. So.
Whoa, Alex, we're on
Yeah,
stream
there you go.
now.
About that level, yeah. That's
Okay.
Alex, holy shit.
Alex, do you want to complain about the smartphone show, or should we just not even bother?
There is no
Watch the smartphone show.
There is no smartphone show.
There is no smartphone season 2. It does not exist.
Smartphone show. Why did
It's actually. Where is Spice and Wolf season 3?
We got
There is no
we got
Game No Life
smartphone
season
season 2 before No Game No Life season 2 or Spice and Wolf or
So I
Haruhi
watched
season
the
2.
first episode of the smartphone show, despite not watching a single episode of season 1.
Congratulations.
Well,
This looks like Data Live. What am I missing?
What I gathered
That's
is
insanity.
It's more boring.
This looks
At
like
least-
Data Life.
at least in Data Live they're not 12.
Having watched Data Live, you are missing 2 sanities.
One of them
Alright.
is.
We're
so-
finally getting to a good anime after getting through a lot of generic, boring stuff. We're getting to Hell's Paradise.
Don't say too much. I meant to watch it like right before the stream.
Okay, yeah, we won't spoil much. It's pretty cool.
I have the
I
manga.
haven't seen.
I'm surprised how much
Hell's
gore
Paradise,
there is. I love it.
but I have seen the 3-second clip of the purple-haired lady like kicking the guy, and it did something to me. So now I have to-
Yes,
I respect-
Purple Hair
I respect the
Ninja
man that knows how
is
to do it.
very, very unique.
Yeah. How many times
What
did
is-
you watch this?
Where is my
Yeah.
fucking John Brown isekai?
It's a
Right
Shield
next to
Hero.
Mikhail Kalashnikov Isekai.
Shield Hero is the John Brown anime.
Yo, can we get a show that's like, you know, Saint Young Men, the one about Jesus and Buddha sharing an apartment? Can we get
Yeah.
that about Mikhail Kalashnikov and John Browning?
God, Jump Run anime would be cool.
All right. Anyways, we should actually.
All right, if you like
yeah.
shonen, you'll love Hell's Paradise though. So it's a must watch if you're a shonen
Yeah,
fan. I'd
yeah.
say
Is this we have Demon Slayer at home?
it's better than Demon Slayer. It's like
It's better, yeah.
That's not a really high bar though.
Well, fair enough, but
it's sure
Demon
it's
Slayer
not.
had one good episode.
Okay, does it have? Okay, two things. Does it have cool fights?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Okay,
Yeah.
does it have a
By
does it
episode
have
3, you have giant like Attack on Titan level monsters. They have to cut down with katana and stuff like
The
that.
vibes I'm getting are like Killua got his own like period piece.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
great.
Killua grew
The
up
second-
and he was living in like Edo, Japan, but there's
Ancient
fantastical
Japan.
monsters.
Yeah, he's like the
things,
he's like-
yes,
And
I know. Ancient
he's
Japan
not-
with things that actually took place, and here's giant enemy crab. Yeah, I know the meme.
Yeah.
But
The only problem though is Killua in this world has a wife already, so
Yeah.
not based. Throw it away. No,
Excuse
Committed to
me,
God,
Killua,
but-
Killua can be a bisexual god. Come on.
oh, that's true. He can do
Yeah.
whatever he wants.
Just because
But,
he has
okay.
a wife does not mean he's not ragingly gay.
But the other question is, so it has cool fights, giant enemy crab.
Yes.
Okay, does it have a comprehensible and understandable and cool magic system?
not that I know of. It just has ninjutsu. From what I know, I haven't read the manga, so
Not
I'm
everything.
only keeping up with anime.
Killua is the actor playing the protagonist of the period piece. He just got a side gig as an actor. We should be happy for him.
I'm just, there are things that make a shonen better, and
Well,
worse, and,
it's shonen. It's shonen.
There's
Yeah.
things that
Okay.
make the shonen better, like being Hunter x Hunter. Like, come on.
exactly.
Yeah.
exactly.
Your
I mean, yeah, no,
your
it's-
bar is
listen,
too high.
I'm sorry that the heavens have already been reached and there is nothing left to conquer.
There's JoJo.
God is dead. What can you do?
Exactly. You
But,
just have to.
yeah, no,
you just have
it's-
to enjoy the scraps like Jigokuraku. No, I'm shitting
Enjoy
on it.
the crabs.
It's
Yeah.
probably very good, and I'm probably gonna check it out because I do like shonen. But
Can
like,
we continue, or should I ditch this stream and go watch another episode of Hunter x Hunter?
we could just stop. We could just watch Hunter x Hunter on stream.
yeah,
Whatever.
let's just watch
I don't think that's very YouTube term of servicey.
I see people do on Twitch all the time. What's the problem?
We need to appease the
Hunter x Hunter's actually free on YouTube. What are they gonna do about it? No, for real. If you haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, it's free on YouTube. You do yourself a favor, search it, watch it.
Yo, can we actually do it? Can we just?
No, okay.
Okay.
We're
Not
talking.
right now.
We're talking about. I don't want to talk about it, but we're now going to discuss working for
How about
God
the
in a
hand job
godless
anime?
world.
Let's go.
The hand job anime? What the fuck?
What?
Oh yeah, I didn't get around to watching this, but
What?
I meant to.
Oh yeah, I scrolled through it and I saw that scene.
Yeah, can
It's
I?
like,
can you
whoa,
just,
lever,
Can
let
you just
me
like
use
put this? Can you put this one picture of stream on the stream? Hold up.
I don't think I can. I don't think I can.
Mother's Basement got away with it.
No, production of a stream is actually very difficult. There's a lot of tabs.
Oh.
So the premise of this is anti-based.
I might as well, if we're pulling up tabs and stuff, I might as well show the gif of the purple hair ninja lady. The Twitter.
Oh yes, please, thank you. Everyone needs to see this.
Alright, everyone, you need to see this. Yeah, that was smooth. Smooth. And that's why you had to watch Hell's Paradise.
There we go.
That's all you need.
Okay, well,
that's all she
Rika's
wrote.
pulling up that image that I
Yeah,
have
found
to
it.
show.
Found it. It's in general. Just look at this. This is the level of CGI in the God.
Oh yes, yes. This is what you need to expect from the show. This monster right here.
God.
That is
Oh,
from
yeah,
the first
that's
episode.
what it is.
This is the most like this is like twice as bad as Arifureta. Like holy shit.
But like unlike Arifureta season 1, the very beginning, like this is done on purpose, right?
Yeah, this has to be
wasn't-
this has to be intentional, right?
This was
This
done
is
as
the
a
funniest.
joke.
This is the funniest joke in the whole
It
season.
and it looks so much better when it's quote unquote animated because it's animated so badly and it just doesn't fit the scene so badly. Oh, it's like the tree from the Misfit of the Demon Academy again.
This is. You're so right. You are so right.
Yeah.
Is it the
Yeah.
Karl Marx tree?
Ah, yes, the Karl Marx tree. Marxism tree. Let us eat from your fruits. I don't know.
Yes, the fruit
Alright.
of theory.
So we have that CGI. I'm assuming it's not worth talking about the show other than that.
It's a show about a guy establishing a cult in an isekai. It's kind of dumb.
Dude gets
Congrats.
CPR through a hand job.
Abe was killed for this anime to be made.
Oh, that's what you mean by hand job anime. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
It features a very lively hand job. Right?
Yes, in the first 10 seconds of the show.
No, not 10 seconds. Like
10
3
minutes.
Nah, 3.
Alright, we got... What is this? I don't even know.
I got
I
some
think-
words for the next
I think
show.
we're skipping over...
You go for that.
You have words about the reason why
Yeah.
I have
Rai
to,
ended up
but,
at the Duke's mansion?
Alex, go for it.
Okay. So, this is a show that I recommend to a lot of people. Although I've heard from manga readers it goes in a cringe direction afterwards, where we left off.
Is this
So
like an
here's-
otome game?
The premise is here, okay? The girl gets reincarnated into a book that she likes, okay? That has the person that gets murdered at the start of the plot.
Which is cool.
Is she the person who
Is
gets
this
murdered?
villainous?
She's the person who gets poisoned at the start of
Wait,
the plot.
villainous because there's multiple villainous isekai.
No, she's not. She's not a villainess.
Oh, so
she's
gets-
a murder
the
victim.
It's not a love story. It's a murder story, and she's the victim.
Now, did she
If
easily
she has to
avoid that?
maneuver-
And she's not supposed
if
to
she
be
has to
alive
use
in the
her-
story?
She has to use her god knowledge for reading the plot to end up maneuvering politically to get out of her engagement so her fiance can't murder her.
Yeah, she kind of plays the political chess, and it's kind of funky. So far, it's kind of funky. If it goes cringe, it goes cringe. What can I do? That's life.
For what it's worth, the premise of being isekai'd into a murder mystery is way more novel than 1,000 different isekais, so that's at least interesting.
Yeah, in
True.
comparison.
All right, like that sounds like it could be interesting.
Yeah, that
You should give it a
sounds...
try if you like isekai shit.
My main concern
don't
right
like
now is
isekai
at the end of
at all.
episode 3, I feel like the plot has resolved itself.
Well, I'm sure
Refrain from
what's-
such
Listen.
spoilification in the future.
I'm sure what's on the horizons is the fact that she managed to survive this initial poisoning, but it turns out that from that point, because she managed to avoid it, the story diverges, and she no longer has this perfect god knowledge, but she
That would
has
make sense.
enough knowledge to see what is happening, and she can still predict other events. So I'm sure there is still a plot after she doesn't die in
I
the first
think
3
she's
episodes.
supposed to romance the Duke.
Probably.
Yeah, but we shouldn't sit here just talking about the future of a show half of us haven't watched.
And a show that probably very few of us are actually going to come back to watch. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I'm just
Continuing.
not noticing a whole lot of enthusiasm about this one.
I liked
It has been fun so far. It has been cool. Not
I
the
don't think
best
we're gonna
thing,
talk
but
about Kawaii Sugi Crisis. It just seems
I
okay. Average.
I have not watched it. It's kind of boring.
Let's talk about Gundam Whip Season 2 then.
Let's fucking talk about it. That's not actually.
That's not actually.
Yeah.
Listen,
What?
haven't actually started
what can be said about it?
Gundam.
It's
There's
more, it's more
nothing
of
that can
thinking
really be
Gundam.
said that isn't a massive spoiler, but the second season's
Exactly.
really picking up the pace, so that's good to see.
Uh-huh.
It's
That is what
really, it's
I've seen
really,
people
is.
absolutely freak the fuck out about it.
it's picking up exactly where it should be picking up, and it's not wasting any seconds to get back on track, and that's good.
Good show. Good show.
It's hype.
Yep. Just which Gundam, very good. Keep watching. Yep.
Gay.
Good to know, good to know.
Gay.
We could talk about Demon Slayer, but who cares? It's not like it's one of the most
Exactly.
popular shonen of all time. So yeah, whatever.
I've
No big
never
deal.
seen it. I've never seen it.
You've never heard of Demon Slayer? Oh my god.
I've heard of Demon Slayer, but
Demon Slayer has some of the coolest spiritual symbolism in shonen, wrapped in a kind of a generic plot and really boring character.
It is a generic plot.
Okay,
Yes.
well, I mean that
It's an
the-
anime with really cool scenes of people.
Oh,
running.
the animation's phenomenal. Yes, the
No,
action.
the
God,
animation,
the
is,
animation
the
is
animation
great.
is trash.
Well, I don't know.
It's not
about
trash.
that.
The animation is mid. The art direction is phenomenal.
Ah.
They don't actually pure when we're talking about pure motion. They're not doing anything cool. Barely. It's a lot of
Okay.
a lot of illusion for good animation rather than good animation.
Is this the sleeper
But
show
yeah,
of the
if you like-
season?
if you like people
Insomniacs
breathing,
after
if you
school?
like people breathing, go watch.
Oh,
Go watch
I've been meaning to watch this, but I didn't
I don't
have the
think
chance
I'm
to.
kind of doubting anyone here watched this, but the synopsis kind of sounds interesting, so
It
that might be
does.
our bad. Because
I
it
meant to
says
watch
it's like
this.
it says like someone in the Strutting Club died in the synopsis, and like what?
Yes.
I'm
Yeah, yeah.
immediately intrigued. No.
This
Yeah,
kinda looks
this
like
one.
Tonikawa without the pedophilia.
What?
This looks like Song of Nightwalkers without the pedophilia.
Oh, well. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, the show looked interesting. I meant to watch it. Like the premise, I'm like, wait, somebody got murdered? Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, that sounds cool.
Astronomy
It's-
and
it
murder
took you-
mystery. It sounds
Yeah.
compelling, actually. Like
Yeah,
my
it-
bad. My
I
bad
know-
for not
bonding
checking.
over-
it out.
My bad for not watching
and
this
took
too.
his
Yeah.
bonding over a shared condition.
Mhm.
Awesome.
I mean, I also have insomnia, so it's also like, oh, extra points for me. Where I'm like, oh, I can relate to this.
Most people watching this have insomnia. We're anime
Exactly.
watchers. We
Yeah.
condition your bodies
Or
to
s-
stay up until the.
I just say, yeah, I'm bad for missing this because of like probably honestly
Yeah,
interesting stuff to say about it. Honestly,
It could
Yeah.
easily be very good. and we're just skipping
under
over
the
it.
crushing fist of capitalism and alienation, a lot of us have insomnia.
yeah, exactly. No, I'd have to say I want to watch this, but I'm like I haven't watched it yet. But
I
I'm
mean,
like,
I have
It's
company.
interesting,
I have
so-
company enforced insomnia, by which I mean I work night shifts. So
Oh,
yeah.
that's so good at preaching for the
Insomnia, not by choice.
yeah,
choir. Ah, got
It's like the difference between incels and volcels.
Wow.
It's
Mhm.
in Insomniac and vol Insomniacs.
Mm.
We're starting
Ooh.
a new era of anime. VTuber anime are finally arriving.
Oh my
We're not starting
no!
this era. We are not.
Oh my God,
And
no, no,
we're
no,
starting
no,
this
this-
era on a horrible footing because
We
this
are
anime
skipping this
doesn't
era is
work.
what we're doing.
Yeah, we're gonna skip this because it's
Much
not
to
good.
anyone's surprise, the Kizuna Eye anime is shit.
It's not
Anyway.
even like competently made. I'm sorry. It's just bad.
Is this really like the premise in its entirety? Is like it's VTuber anime?
Yeah, it is a
Yes.
VTuber
Oh my
anime.
God! Okay.
Unapologetic and kind of cringe, to be honest.
Wait! I need to pick up my brain.
They're going to like a school to become VTubers, and it's just like I'm not on board for this. Please get a real job,
Plop.
become astronauts or something, aspire for greater things.
Listen. When I was a child, and still really, what I really wanted to be when I grow up was a crab. I want to be a crustacean. I want to scuttle through the ocean floor. And listen, and I am going to become a crab at some point. So like everybody,
Statistically,
You
evolutionary
reject
speaking,
transhumanism,
will
but
be.
you desire to change your body into that of a crab.
Well, I'm
Curious.
afraid you're going to have to
Since
go
I
fix
ever
to
since
Hell's
I
Paradise
realized
for that.
the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I yearn for the strong surety of crust,
a shell, yes, of a strong exoskeleton,
the
and
powerful
the
clanking of my claws.
the smooth sensation of waves upon my shell.
Shut the fuck up.
The point is that you know, follow your dreams. You don't have to be an astronaut or a doctor or whatever. If
Your
you want to
point
be
is
a crab. Yes, my point is be a crab.
And you know
Are
what
you-
other dreams you can aspire to? Explosion magic.
Explosion.
Okay.
Yes.
Ah,
Good
the
segue.
ultimate dream, the most powerful dream, the most elated dream. I didn't watch this. Is it?
It's,
I watched it.
I watched the first episode. I like it. It seems pretty good.
Yeah.
It seems fun. It seems fun.
And to all the Konosuba haters, there is no Kazuma in the show, so maybe you will enjoy this perchance.
Maybe it'll be okay.
But there's also
just thought it was
no
funny.
Aqua, so
There's also
I
no
think
Aqua, so
I'm
there's
sure
no
you would
point in
enjoy
watching.
this.
That's even better.
I'm sure
Megumi
you'd
was the
enjoy this.
only
Meg-
like almost decent character.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually like Megumin. Yeah.
Megumin is the
Megumin-
heart and soul of
Excuse
Konosuba,
me,
and anyone who
Darkness did
denies
nothing
that,
wrong.
Darkness,
did
okay.
nothing wrong.
Darkness, like lack of
Darkness is a free woman.
Darkness
pursuing her,
also
her
didn't do
Sure.
much.
Yeah, exactly. She's like comedic relevant. That's all. Aqua, like her suffering
Aqua's a
due
piece
to
of
the fact
shit.
she is a piece of shit. But like watching her suffer because she's such a piece of shit
Do you
is
wanna talk
amazing
about
and it's
class
fantastic.
warfare? Do you want to talk about class warfare? She is in like a class so high with it's like theology.
Right,
She's God.
exactly. And seeing her brought down to the level of mere mortals is
She
funny.
is oppressing us with the laws of physics. There is like every dialectic you can imagine. Can't believe we just use communism to justify atheism. Anyway,
I enjoyed Konosuba more than the first episode of this.
Really?
I kind of like my
Well, I
trash
mean, you're
boys.
weird, so.
My trash
No,
boy
it's not weird
Kazuma.
to like Konosuba. It
No,
was super
Kazuma is-
popular. However, I'm
Kazuma
glad
is a
more
man of
people
gender
hate it.
equality, and I can appreciate that.
Oh, goodness.
Okay,
Anyway.
yeah. So this Megumin show, it's a pretty well done spin-off. I like it.
It's Megumi. Okay.
Aren't we also getting season 3 of Konosuba?
I
Yes.
wouldn't hope so. I mean, they didn't defeat the
We
demon.
are.
Like that's the whole
They
point.
announced it.
Oh, they're never gonna
Honestly, I do hope that we're gonna get like separate small chunks of anime for every character in Konosuba. I want to see.
Don't hold your breath.
It seems like
I
Megumin's
want to
like the
see
only one you can
darkness
do it for
anime.
because she actually has like an entire village of interesting
That's
side
true.
characters.
That's true.
Like
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Aqua's
she
just
has
like
a
a
past.
goddess, right?
Yeah.
Like, does she have interesting deity stories? I actually don't think she does.
And are the other three characters in Konosuba actually characters, or are they just like kind of like props for comedy? Like, I don't think it would work with the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Dark-
Megumin is
what
also
does-
a proper
What can
comedy.
Darkness do
but-
by herself?
That's a
Like,
good question.
it only works as the masochist comic relief.
I think
or
that
a
just makes Megumin all the more fascinating. Like, how do you
You
have this
could-
one character with this complex backstory, and everyone else in Konosuba is just like comedy?
Our
you know?
backstory is not that complex if you think about it.
It's not that complex, but like
It doesn't have to be.
Darkness also has her whole like life as royalty and like the circumstances under which she ran away from home to become a knight. Blah blah. Like she has that.
I think,
It's just that the fan base likes Megumin because explosion lolly. I don't know.
And I also think that it's a matter of like push and pull. So like with Darkness, you have the joke of her being masochistic, but you can do so much with that joke, right? Because there is so much slapstick you can engage in with
There's
a
more than
masochistic
that,
character, right? But
though.
like,
There's also
well,
that she
okay,
sucks
yes,
at being a
yes.
knight.
Sure. But what I'm saying is that you have the joke that is a very, very rich vein. With Megumin, you have one joke, explosion. And it's a funny joke, and every time it happens, it's funny. Sure, but it's still one joke. Let me finish.
She has
let
multiple
me,
jokes.
Let me finish cooking. But
You're
to
so
compensate,
wrong.
no, it's not wrong. At
Add
least
more
let me
salt.
finish. Okay, to compensate for this, they gave her more backstory and more actual emotional value and more emotional impact. So it's kind of reasonable that why fans would gravitate towards Megumin and why she would get a spin-off and nobody else would. That's all I'm saying.
But you're wrong.
Okay.
Like as a base character, she has multiple things going on for her. She is, by all accounts, a very, very gifted witch, and she also is a Chuni fox. The fact that like that's like tying back to a backstory of an entire village of Chuni fox is just that's building on the joke. Oh no, she's not strange. That's just how she grew up. But that's like multiple jokes. There's a lot of things that build her, like 3. Why am I being pedantic over this shit?
Which actually there's a huge amount of similarities between like Megumin and her backstory and like the Village of Weirdos and the way black mages actually work in Final Fantasy, the MMO, where like if anybody is aware, if you try to play as a black mage, you are sort of like inducted into this like family of 3 little like gremlin people who are all very tight knit, and they all have like their own they all have their very own special culture and their own very special thing, and they are very, very hyped about explosions and about destroying things with fire and lightning, but that's kind of their thing. There's a kind of a similarity there. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. Let's
Anyone want to talk about the second season of Kuma Kuma Bear? It's just good.
Oh, it's so nice. It is so nice. It is nothing much to say because it's just more of Kuma 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 Bear, which is this one weirdo walking around in a bear costume punching shit.
Is that it?
It's cute. She has the
Let's
power of being an overpowered. No, but like it's so wholesome. She like the only thing moving the plot forward is she wants to eat something new, so she goes to a different town full of like fishermen, and then she helps them defeat a kraken because she has the power of bear magic, which is she can do anything as long as it's bear shaped.
Yeah.
Wait, so is this as
This is
good
the plot.
as
So wait,
as good as the
plot.
crack bear?
So this is
plot.
this is the Green Lantern, but bear. This is the Bear Lantern. She can
This
just
is-
do
I mean,
whatever as long as
I'll
it's the
take
shape of a
Yeah,
bear.
kind of. Yeah.
Exactly. She has mastered all 4 elements and can do it like
Yeah,
all sorts
she
of shit.
can
As long
make
as
the bear,
As long as
yeah.
when she punches a tornado into existence, that tornado is bear shaped. That's the only way it works. And
Is this as
kinda
good as
it's kind of funny
cocaine
because she's not like
bear?
it's just kind of funky. She's not even like that into it. She just kind of has been forced by her
She's
gear.
she's not even the most active person, really.
She just want to live her life. She just want to live her life. She lives in a giant beer-shaped house with some butcher girl that she can like be a big sister for.
Cocaine bear.
Yeah.
My question is, what would happen
It's
if
just really dumb and colorful and happy.
my
and
question
there's
is, what would
nothing else
happen
to
if
say
she ate a
about it.
pound of cocaine?
She would
Well,
die.
we can find
That's
out in the
what season
feature
2
film.
scored.
The feature film,
Yeah.
Cocaine Bear.
No, can I just say, Magical Destroyer, the first 2 minutes gave me Kill la Kill vibes. Just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is
something
like.
about that. Something about that just clicked so hard.
Are we like? Is there like any trigger staff working on this? I didn't do any research, but like I just feel like there's so much
look
Kill la
look
Kill
it up right
energy
now.
in this.
You're literally on the page.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
Just
you
check
say this is worth
check the
watching?
director. Check the director.
Oh wait, this is the Otaku
It's-
or Oppressed anime?
It's the black horse of the season because
Right,
yes, the premise of the show is otaku are being oppressed, and like
That's still
what the show is gonna do about what the show's gonna say about that, I have no idea. We've gotten like a huge twist. So
Play the
episode
thing-
3.
Play the thing I put in general.
That's so funny. I refuse to take that seriously. I refuse to take gamers are oppressed.
Play the thing.
Exactly,
Play the
that
thing.
was- Yeah, Mo, that was exactly my
like,
response to it. That
and-
like,
Once the glass ceiling is broken, all the oppressed people shall rise up, especially the most oppressed group of all, gamers.
Right,
I was
well-
gonna get him to play the video.
Especially the most oppressed group of all.
But like, okay, listen. So
Yeah, that's the
the premise,
show
the
in a
premise of
nutshell.
this is that otaku are being oppressed, and the big worry is this going to be a parody of that, or are they going to just play it straight? Are they going to be like, yeah, totally, otaku are oppressed?
Well, it's done very well, I'd say so far, and we'll see how if like this has any message or it's literally just the animators having fun because they are having a lot of fun, and I appreciate that.
It
The
does have
studio.
the Kilo Dash accelerator looking guy on the poster too.
Yeah,
Well, I
he
mean, it
hasn't
has
shown
to.
up yet. Huh.
He's
He's probably one of like the 4 main villains. It
There
seems like
has
there's
to
gonna
be-
be.
There has to be a white-haired. There has to be a white-haired character with pronouns, and that's obviously the original character. Please do not steal.
They also apparently modeled me into this anime in the shape of that pink girl.
Okay, I mean, yeah, Gasmask.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Also, can somebody explain to me why every damn show this studio makes has to have the mascot of the studio as like in a prominent role in the anime?
Maybe
The
it's just
TV guy is the mascot for
Uh.
this, the studio.
Yeah, the Birdie. So I think it's like the studio that makes that comes from Birdie, the streaming service.
Oh, it's Bibury Animation Studios.
Yeah, and they have this like TV guy in every damn show they make.
Oh yeah, they did.
Maybe-
It's kind of annoying.
maybe it's a branding thing. I don't know.
I hate it if it's a branding thing.
It's a very interesting way to establish your identity. It clearly doesn't work well, but
And so far, I like the artistic direction the show's going, but I'd say it's still a dark horse in my opinion because we really don't know where it's going. I mean, the synopsis, like I said, is the most oppressed group is otaku, and it's like, do I really care? I don't know. And
mean,
but
it's not really that like everything is normal and they are oppressed. It's like, oh, somebody did like a weird campaign to eliminate them, which is like, it's a weird group to genocide, but it's really interesting in today's like situation. I don't know, globally, so I'm kind of thinking about different countries that are kind of like taking actions to shape culture into something that's more like, I don't know. This immediately made me think about China and their whole like crackdown on femboys.
The supposed crackdown on femboys.
I mean,
Yeah, that was.
yes, that's
It's
yeah,
not.
that
It's
was
it's
like
not.
yeah.
It's not. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but it's not.
okay. Do you want to talk about America and their crackdown on trans people? Do you want to talk about
That would be
Russia and their
that would be
crackdown on queer
better.
people?
Yes, that would be better because we
I
have a lot more
think
information
Russia.
from those places. Yeah.
Wait, isn't there like something in Poland about just gay free zones?
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, not gay free zones. LGBTQ free zones, and it's a little bit of an old news, and it's a little bit misrepresented, and that's why I'm saying that like it probably is better to talk about Western events and Western context than Chinese, because when you're talking about Chinese events, it's so far removed from any source of information we can
Yeah.
possibly gather that like anything that we're gonna be saying is just gonna be misrepresenting what's actually happening in China.
And even if
Okay,
the show
okay, you can
even if
call
the
in
show
there
is a
for-
bit political,
you know.
it's impossible to compare those issues with the
Right.
issues the show's talking about, which is literally otaku. I think
Right.
it might
don't
be
know.
impossible. I mean,
The way I see
what I
it, though,
do
because
though is I do have high expectations for this show. I'm not like just a normal bystander watching the show. This is the Weeb Revolution channel. And my hopes for this show is that Anarchy Chan can be an icon, But
Mhm.
like,
oh yeah,
those are my
Well, I
ulterior
do-
motives to
I do wanna
market
seeing,
Weeb
what I'm
Revolution.
seeing there,
But I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet.
because you know how otaku in like Japanese is not the exact same thing as otaku as we use the term in English.
Yes, and
In
and
Japanese,
they're
it's a lot more broad, and it can be a lot of people with a lot of different hobbies. And the kind of unifying factor is that they're all people who are kind of like eccentric and outside the social norm, like deviant in a way. And I think, especially in today's time, just looking at a show that says, "Oh, here is what happens when you crack down against the deviants." Deviants get solidarity with other. Using that term liberally, like I don't know, give me a better term for that if you want. Like take all of the otaku, take all of the people who are like outside the norm, watch them build solidarity with each other, and then fight for the freedoms of all of them. That's exactly what we need here.
I understand the point you're trying to make. The point you're trying to make is good, but what I will say is that to try to make this story where you want to make the message, the political message of, hey, dipshits, here's what happens when you crack down on deviancy or quote unquote degeneracy. They just arm themselves and they become a force to be reckoned with. Like, to do that with a group like Otaku is just stupid cowardice. Like, you have so many real life groups that would
It's
be
just pure
so
fantasy.
it's like that would be
I think you're
so
missing
much
the point
better in that
there.
place than otaku. Than like if you're doing it with otaku, like you're essentially giving the people who watch anime carte blanche to be like, oh, I'm oppressed now, amazing, I'm part of the oppressed ones.
First of all, it would be a lot saner to just say, oh, this is relating the issues of people who live on the edge of like the social political realm, a reason to be related to the people who live on the purely the edges of the purely social realm.
Oh, by the way, Eminem, this show might begin commenting on that just a little because like half of the villains are like secret otakus and want revenge on otakus. So like otakus are their own enemies in the show, which is somewhat interesting.
No, that's okay. That's what
the thing is. But the thing is, shows are not there exclusively to be vehicles of political messages. That would be kind of fucking boring.
But
Yeah.
but we've already said that this show is trying to be that, right?
I mean,
like,
we're
if it's not
commenting on
trying,
this to this
no,
extent
if it's not-
because
if it's not trying to be that, if it's not trying to be that, then what the fuck is it trying to be?
that's what we're wondering. We're discussing that. And
Exactly.
We're curious. I mean, we'll just let the audience know that this is just like a very artistic show, and I don't think it has that much deep politics to analyze, but we're going to analyze them anyways because that's what we do.
Yeah, but you can't. While we're analyzing them, we can't assume that they are meaning to do something or another. We can only take from them what we see.
I
We don't
guess
know what they mean. We don't know what they mean to do, and we don't care what they mean to do. But
I mean,
their intentions are the stuff that they think.
Sure. I mean, meaning exists as
What
an
we get from
intersection
it is
of,
potentially what we get.
Alright,
from
we
it is
made this
potentially
super
a
boring.
Really good.
Let's move on.
I don't know. I feel like this is exciting, at least for me. But okay.
Man, I feel like in a video essay channel, this kind of fits the vibe.
We'll have to make a video essay later though, because like I feel like once we know more about the show, we'll have more to say. But right now,
for the time being,
we don't know much.
We're getting an icon. We're getting an Anarchy-chan icon. A very red and anarchistic Ancom channel.
I just hope the show goes all the way. Like it can do half measures with Anarchy-chan, and it can go all the way with chaos and disorder, and that's what I want to see.
And if it doesn't go all the way, fuck it.
I mean, it's already burning cops in episode 1. I don't know where you want to go.
Okay, that's good. That's a good start. Start.
We're at a good pace, but I want it to do more. That's my expectations.
Anyone watch Magus Bride season 2?
I should watch that. I did not, but I should watch that.
Way too straight.
I mean, it is straight. It is an incredibly straight show.
Way too straight.
But I really appreciate the allusions to, like, fake creatures and this sort of like thing that isn't that often used in anime, and it is a very interesting.
I'm gonna gush about Tonikawa in a second, and this is way too fucking straight.
Okay, but let me gush about, and maybe not necessarily about season 2 because I haven't seen it, but about season 1 and what it did with magic. It is a very interesting and unique for anime presentation of magic that is much more Western, sort of like British magical tradition than the Japanese sort of Shinto magical tradition. And that's interesting in anime. You don't get to see a lot of that. So I'm going to be watching the second season of this. I don't know about you. I'm just sold on the magic of it.
I respect that. That's actually an interesting pitch. I might have to give it another chance. But also, Alex, you hear that? That's the guy that doesn't watch Tonikawa. What the hell?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay. Like, listen, if you give me a reason to watch Tonikawa beyond the straight romance.
You're watching a show about a tradwife slave.
Yeah, and I'm watching it for the magic.
I'm
watching it for the magic. So now you are trying to recommend me a straight romance. What am I supposed to be watching it for?
I would tell you, but I can't. It's spoilers. I can't.
She's under Gias. A spell has been cast on her.
It's literally just like some
under
guy
contract
had a
here.
wife, right? And then he wrote a story about his wife. Like, that's the show.
Here's the original thing is he wanted to tell a story bragging about his wife, but his editor's like, you can't literally write a manga just about how cool your wife is. So he's like, oh,
it's hard to tell you. Oh my god. I can't. I'm the only person who read the manga. I am sitting on a pile of treasure, and you're just gonna have to wait. You're just gonna have to wait. Like,
it's not just about a wife guy.
This makes me so worried because I know people don't like where the show goes. I know apparently Rika loves it, but now I'm getting like, I don't know. I'm getting anxiety here. Like, what is gonna happen? That's all.
I'm not telling any of you, but it's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool. Okay.
It's
I don't know if that makes me feel any better.
But all the way there, all the way until there, you get a show that displays one thing and one thing very proficiently. Good interpersonal communication. Good, wholesome, productive, healthy interpersonal communication.
This explains why Eminem hates it, obviously.
Between two people. That is a lot of shade you're throwing.
That is
healthy, good, healthy, productive interpersonal communication between people in a close relationship, and that is good to see. That is good to see. That is good example. That is good. That is good. That is just, it's healing to watch. It's good for your health. Eat your broccoli, Eminem.
I absolutely agree, and I will say this: while Tonikawa is not necessarily for me because of how straight it is, I absolutely
You watched
agree.
the show about the trans slave wife.
Listen, while Tonikawa is not necessarily for me because of how straight it is, and there is no other reason I could possibly be want to watching it. Okay.
If I just say, dude, trust me, would that work?
We can discuss this later.
We're gonna give Tonikawa the stamp of approval, better than seeing a therapist.
Listen, I want to finish my thought. Yes, while Tonikawa may not,
sorry, doesn't have a trans slave wife.
While yes, that's the deal breaker. I can't watch. I can only watch it if it's straight and there's a slavery in it.
Write that into the channel. You heard it here first, Poke. Eminem will only watch straight romance if it includes slavery.
Slavery.
Very good conservative traditional values.
Listen, let me finish.
Good on you, Eminem. You make this nation proud.
Thank you.
I can't believe I'm watching the live cancellation of Eminem. How tragic.
I believe I'm watching live cancellation. Listen, every single stream I'm a part of is a live cancellation of Eminem, except the previous one, because that was the live.
This is just the world's slowest execution.
That was the live cancellation of Wikijipo. Okay, let me finish the thought though. Jesus Christ, just wanted to finish the thought. While Tonikawa may not be for me, I understand that it's actually a very good depiction of successful, like romantic, or not even romantic, like a successful relationship between two people that is incredibly needed in a medium saturated to the brim with stories about people who just cannot express their emotions. They just like flip-flop between being unable to say what they want to say, just doing only half things and half truths. It's very good. It's very healing. Please watch it. It's so much better than 100 different other romance show that never even have get slaves. There. And it doesn't even have a slave wife. So it's
which is why Eminem can't watch it.
Your slander calling Tonikawa too straight it is slanderous, because everything you see in Tonikawa can be lifted wholesale and just placed upon a gay relationship. The straightness doesn't really play a role there. It's not like celebrating traditional gender roles and values. It's just,
I mean, in this one, the girl's the gamer.
The girl is the gamer, which is the most oppressed class of all. Break the glass.
Can we get a replay of the video?
Rise, my gamers.
Rise,
all right, let's talk about My Home Hero. Rico, what do you got to say about this one?
Yes! Let's talk about My Home Hero.
This shit right here does pacing. Chef's kiss. Mm-hmm. It is so tense. It's so good. It does the tension thing so good. It's fucking you're at the age of it. Anime doesn't do this that well. It's so rare. Anime will overplay it to like an extreme degree usually.
But this had me sold on the premise.
Genre suspense. Let's go.
This one is slow. It's meticulous. It's slightly unhinged.
There's no slavery in it, so how can Eminem watch it?
Yes, the protagonist is a married man. Did you know
that? Yes, the protagonist is the married man, and his
and his wife
with a teenage daughter. Yeah, his wife's not a slave. Yeah.
And she's actually a person, and she also is a person with autonomy and not.
Yes, she is.
Submissive.
What?
She's actually a fucking psycho.
Yes.
What? No slavery?
There's no slavery.
Here's the premise. You got
the premise is so good.
You got this guy. His daughter is dating like the worst human imaginable, like an absolute abusive piece of shit. So the dad.
He's part of like the Yakuza.
That dad just murders the motherfucker. He just slays him, right? Unfortunately, the guy's the son. Like a boss. The son is unfortunately the son is the son of some yakuza.
He's like the son of the yakuza boss. Yeah.
And now the dad, who is a mystery writer, has to go around fucking meticulously hiding the corpse. Very meticulously figuring out ways to hide the corpse. He's going true crime on the shit.
While being pursued by the yakuza. That's like trying to figure out who like killed the person. Yeah, like it's
And his wife, God bless her, she just walks in on him like taking care of the corpse, and she just like immediately goes, "I bet."
Okay. Am
She just
I
goes, "Ooh, nice. Let me
Yeah.
help you."
Let me
Am I-
help you.
Am I crazy, or does this sound just like an HBO or Netflix TV show?
The
'Cause
Breaking
that's how it
Bad of
sounds like.
anime.
Kinda
It just
is.
it sounds like
It
Breaking
kind of
Bad.
is. It's
Kinda
it's
is.
actually
Anime.
really fun and
It's
like
anime
tense.
Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty interesting.
Or so
okay.
I understand. I only
Yeah.
watched the first episode of Better Call Saul. Is that good? I don't know.
It's
Anyway,
really
tense.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
super
no,
incredibly
but it's
good.
like
It's
very
one of those
tense.
shows you watch because
It's
it
like
pulls them.
holy shit, that's like the opening premise is like he kills like this like piece of shit who's like dating his daughter, and he just happens to be like the son of Yakuza, and then it's like, what now?
And the best part- the best
Like it's
part
literally
is
just
so
like,
far-
I'm a murderer now, and it's like, well, time to deal with that.
And the best part is, so far, it's not like, stupid revenge porn or something. His family is still
No,
alive.
it's
There's
not.
stakes.
Yeah.
There's stakes.
They
He needs
still-
to protect people
yeah.
other than himself. He's not like surviving in a nihilistic world. He needs his family alive. He needs to survive this shit.
Yeah, he has
so he can
something
have
to
a
live
good
for.
life in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
It's so good. The animation is kind of made. I'm kind of like, I watched this and I told Alex, like, I think the manga would have really good animation, really good art.
Yeah, we got the impression that this thing, because the animation is kind of shitty, but the pacing makes up for it.
Animation's fine.
Yeah,
I
suspense
mean,
can always carry a show.
it's just like the tension and like the story that's like the engaging part. Like it's
Now,
like,
Eminem, we recommend this to you, but we do have to say there are no slave wives.
yeah, sorry,
Well,
no slave wives.
Is the sacrificial
gonna-
the
princess
female
and the king
characters
of
have
beasts?
agency, Eminem. I'm sorry.
I'm
This
gonna have
sounds
to
like-
pass then.
This
You know,
sounds
I
like a
will
traditional
say-
slave wife show. Sacrificial princess and the king of beast. This sounds like something Eminem would like.
The manga doesn't have that good an art after all. I looked it up.
All right, we got some Beauty and the Beast anime. I don't think we're gonna discuss that. Okay, moving on.
Anyone
I
watch
didn't-
this?
I have no idea what this is.
Supposedly it looks pretty, but I'm kind of like,
I can see origami in the thumbnail, so
All right. Let's see.
It is origami.
I don't have much to say about King's Ranking Season 2. So far, it's kind of slow paced.
it looks too boring.
Let's just go to Heavenly Delusion. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, okay. Heavenly Delusions. Good.
Ah.
I want a
Who
summary of
wants to-
Heavenly Delusion.
No.
Oh god, it's not.
Denied. Request denied.
It's not something you can summarize.
It's as crazy
No.
as Shinsekai Yori. You have no idea what's happening.
There's someone with a laser gun. That's all
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, but what we can say without giving a premise is that this is a very woke anime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This
we
is
got trans. We
we got trans, we got gays.
we got a proper transgender.
Yes, they did
coming
get
out of the
gays.
closet
Yeah.
scene.
Well, I mean, okay, so that's the problem. That's the problem.
Okay.
right?
You gotta listen to your resident trans representative here.
Okay.
It's trans. It's like 100% trans. It does some weird bioessentialism shit, but it's at its core, it is like he says, my body is that of a woman, my brain is that of a man. What more do you want?
Yeah, no, you
What
can't have.
more do you want?
Okay, but did we really
Not
need
some
a
underlying
okay.
mystery behind it. I don't know.
No,
Not
but
very conclusive to me.
that's
But at the
it is.
end of the day, it doesn't matter what happens there. Ultimately, you have a person who has an incongruence between their mind and their body.
Yes.
That is the trans experience. That is
Yes.
the trans experience in a nutshell. You don't need any more. Like, all right, it happens because sci-fi. Man, fuck you. It's
That's
still
the thing.
experience.
That's the thing. That is not in contention. What is in contention is whether this like weird transhumanist plot that is developing around it with the body swap and the
Wait, there's
weird.
transhumanism?
There is transhumanism. There's a lot of transhumanism. And
Oh,
like,
I should watch this.
Is there
there is
transhumanism?
okay, spoilers. There's a fucking institute for these children to like grow up. There's a jelly baby. This is pure transhumanism.
Yeah, one of the like one of the like most suspenseful lines.
Jelly Baby probably is the sister.
Wait, don't talk about episode 4.
Okay.
No, we're just talking about the one line, for episode 3 at the very end, which gives a lot of suspense. Is this girl says, "I've seen the babies in this world. They don't have eyes," and you're like, "What is going on?"
Yeah.
Okay, I'll watch it. You convince me.
There's some Shinsekai Yuri
But there's
shit going on
there's
here.
also aesthetics for days.
Yes, aesthetically.
Can I? The soft apocalypse vibes of like fucking the best scenes from The Last of Us, and all of that, just the regrowth and the junk punk aesthetics. So nice. Kind of
I
Village 3 from
like the soft
Evangelion.
apocalypse. Not everyone's dead, but most people are.
Lots of Village 3 from Evangelion vibes, actually.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, the giraffe sequence from The Last of Us, very reminiscent. Yeah.
Giraffe.
When they reach the fucking park.
I know about the giraffe, but like, what does the giraffe have to do with anything?
Well, the part about this, like the things like regrowing and healing over this like broken world.
You know what? You have a point. I'm remembering the scene now.
The soft apocalypse that you were talking about.
I need to rewatch that. I need to rewatch that game. It's a movie with a.
It's a movie more so than a game, yeah. But like, I am deeply interested in this anime, and I love what episode 4 also did. Like, you should definitely watch episode 4, and you should keep watching this anime because it's going in a.
I need to sit here and talk with like 5 people about the seasonal anime.
Right. But right after this, this anime is going places. It definitely is trans. It definitely has some trans rep. The one problem that is a possibility here is that it might lose that problem beneath this transhumanist plot that it's trying to develop. In the same way, Shinsekai Yori.
I wouldn't call this transhumanism so far.
Well,
I feel like you're misleading the
okay,
transhuman.
I'm sorry, you haven't exactly seen episode 4.
Nobody has robot arms.
Okay. Unfortunately, you haven't seen episode 4, so you don't know. But
robot arms?
Somebody has robot arms.
There are robot arms. It's more like a robot building, though.
It's
Okay, no, shut up.
I told you, this anime, it's just like you have to keep watching. Like,
I needed to, but I was busy streaming. All right. Watch the show. It's like one of the best shows this season.
It is definitely one of the best shows of this season.
Rika, it's your time. Marginal service.
Marginal service. Oh.
Go off.
Marginal service.
Queen.
Marginal service. What can I say except, anti-immigrant propaganda? Anyone interested? No?
Elaborate, Rika.
Unpack that for us.
So, the show starts with a cop being too fucking rough and getting fired, as you would expect. Kind of amazing that they fired him, but like, this starts with a cop being, no wait, was he too rough or did he just be fired? I don't know, cop. Anyway, I didn't pay too much attention because I don't like cops. Now, then he gets recruited into this like Sentai unit of weird Power Rangers and taught about the secrets of this world. This world contains a bunch of Borderlandians. That's the politically correct term for aliens. And they are, kind of like sentient beings like you and me, and they're trying to get along, and we're just like dealing with like the relationship between us and them, by which they mean dressing up like Sentai, picking up massive like oversized construction equipment and just shooting immigrants, just on the street execution.
This is truly a disaster.
This is what it is.
So you're saying this is the Trump policy?
And it seems like the
worst part. One of them is British.
I'm glad no one's buying this show, but like its entire marketing scheme was look at all our characters posing nude. That was his entire marketing gimmick.
in all fairness, I did enjoy that marketing scheme. More stuff.
It was
it
was a genius marketing scheme. Let's not kid ourselves. But yes, that was its gimmick.
Unfortunately, the anti-immigrant propaganda just does not redeem it. I don't want to watch Nazis get naked.
Well, I mean, I
going
do want
in the
to.
trash
I
bin.
kind of do want to watch them get naked, just because it's easier to shoot them when they're naked, right? Like no body
No, it
armor, no
isn't.
nothing. I don't know.
Gross.
More certain, I guess.
It's just face the wall.
I mean, yeah, sure, yeah, but okay.
The wall is friendly. Please face it.
Our classic Kabe Dan, but it's with a gun.
Are you talking to me right now, or to the Nazis?
To the Nazis, of course.
Kabedon, the Nazis. Why?
All right, let's move
So
on to
this show is bad.
a better
so
show.
This is gonna be the bottom, but at least it's good that it has such a low rating. So at least it's not gonna be.
No one's watching it, which gives me hope.
At least it's not gonna be a fucking runaway hit like Attack on Titan, and then I'm gonna have to like deal with years and years and years of people idolizing fascists over Attack on Titan. This is just gonna be forgotten about.
All right, let's talk about Yuri is My Job.
Oh my
Anyone
god!
has anything?
Why did you
I
drop
watched the
this show,
first
Rika? I kind of like this show so far.
Well, it was boring as shit. I mean, as somebody who seeks that kind of like genre for just something to speak to me as a gay woman looking for gay women, this is just all of the tropey bullshit of Yuri that has nothing to do with actual lesbians. This is just like the theater play about the pure and innocent and untouched lily lesbians that do no wrong and are like so impure. Shut up. Let me see real human beings, real women actually falling in love with like real situations. This is just
I guess that's fair, but I do like the meta commentary.
The misogynistic, infantilizing, tropey lesbianism in all its glory is just concentrated in this show.
The premise of the show is they work at a maid cafe, so it's literally their job to do a like theatrical Yuri play, so the cafe customers can enjoy. And I don't know, I think that's kind of an interesting concept for a cafe, because most of them you see are just like generic anime moe types, but this is like an actual like theatrical like reenactment of a all girls school. So I don't know, I think that's like an
any
interesting
of the characters actually gay?
That's the thing.
I think there could be a dynamic there, but I'm not exactly sure.
Like that's exactly what I'm talking about. If this was like a meta analysis of not necessarily meta analysis, but if this show was self-aware, if this was meta, if this was the theatrics of the main premise contrasted against the stuffed reality of being gay in Japan. Cool, absolutely wonderful, but it's not.
I think it is though.
I mean,
have you watched episode 3?
Right. If the twist here was that it's actually wholesome, you know what I mean? Where like they're doing this performance on stage. Okay, but real. That like they're doing this performance on stage. They are doing this Yuri show for the fans, but in reality, in secrecy, there is like this gay romance element to it.
So what I like about this show,
as a really thing, but like I don't think that exists here. But
okay.
If this show was
I think it does.
If this show was aimed for me, I would have already known it's aimed for me. This show is not aimed at lesbians. This is not a show for lesbians. This is a show about lesbians.
I don't know. I feel like that
beauty and cuteness and innocence of the lesbian Yuri genre.
Just because you don't vibe with it, I don't think that like excludes everyone else who might have interest. Like, because I'm imagine some people just like shoujo in general if they're lesbian.
Oh no, obviously that's just exclusively my opinion.
But why I like the show so far is like I think there is that like meta stuff going on because the main character is a compulsive liar and like they're doing theater, so. But like the facade of how they're acting actually carries over to their interpersonal life, and that's what is like getting broken down in the show so far. And I think that's interesting. And I don't know, maybe we can see like an actual relationship. I don't know though. So I could be
watching-
off base.
I'm open to changing my mind on this. Absolutely. If I hear any opinion on this, any review, anyone telling me that this is actually depicting like good, realistic lesbian relationships and like, not an overly infantilizing light, I'd be down. But this has all of the hallmarks of like kind of like the straight gazy, male gazy approach to Yuri that is so far removed from actual lesbianism that it might as well not be.
It definitely does, because that is their job.
Also,
Their literal job.
No, yeah, but like that is their job, but it doesn't seem like they break away from it too much when they stop doing it as their job.
Yeah,
also known as literally the thing that Eminem was against since the very first time we streamed together. Yes.
Okay, I think that's a good discussion on that. We'll continue on.
Yeah.
Still not as
that
good
was
as
that was
Overlord
actually
Junior.
it. There are no more shows to discuss.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Favorite show of the
Never-
season, everyone.
Have we run out of them?
Yeah, we run out of shows we can discuss. Maybe there's
We're
a
out of, like,
movie or
relevant
something. I
stuff.
don't know.
Favorite show of the season from everyone. Open the moon
Okay.
for you.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go from the top. Alex. So Alex goes with Over the Moon for you. Calliope, what do you think?
Oh, I gotta decide. Let's see. It's gotta be. It might be Hell's Paradise, just because I'm a shonen fan. It was close between Oshi no Ko, though.
For me, it's definitely gonna be Mounts of Death. Because I've already rated this. That's 10 out of 10. It's definitely. I already know. I haven't seen anything of it. I know this is the best show of all time, but the one that I'm definitely the most interested in and the one I'm gonna be paying the most close attention to is Heavenly Delusions. Mo?
Yeah. So for me, it's either because I'm still like watching my preliminary. Like I'm still watching my premieres this season, so it's probably going to be either Hell's Paradise or GWH.
Okay, Savit?
I might be like maybe GWH. I mean, Heavenly Delusion also is like hits my interest a lot.
Okay.
Just probably say one of those two.
I forgot Mashal. Whatever. It's just shonen formula.
We did forget Marshall. Marshall
Well,
is a
yeah.
bit more than a shonen formula. It's a
Yeah, shonen
pretty
comedy formula.
it's a pretty competent Harry Potter riff.
Better than Harry Potter.
Right?
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I
not
would hope. I would
Harry
hope.
Potter had no magic and was also buff as God.
And not so reactionary.
If Harry Potter had no magic,
And
was
also
very
the
buff
wizard
and not
didn't shit on the
reactionary.
floor.
Yes, and just disappeared.
And also J.K. Rowling didn't shit on the floor.
He got into Hogwarts by being buff as hell.
Oh man, if J.K. Rowling did not shit on the floor, the world would be such a different place right now. Okay, Rika, what's the one show that you like the most?
So the safest thing to say is Oshi no Ko, which is without a doubt gonna be amazing. But honestly, Heavenly Delusion is interesting. It could get horrible. It could get amazing. It could get boring. But I don't know.
Okay.
One of those two.
Now, what's the worst show for everyone this season?
Border Patrol. There's no like this
The
is not
marginal fucking service. Like,
marginal
I hate-
service.
I hated the fucking one KO sister thing, but oh my god, marginal service.
KO
is
sister.
horrifying.
For me.
You should watch Marginal Sister. Marginal Sister.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's not much worse than Kapagana, so I'll just go with that.
That's fair. I guess an honorable mention to all of the lame isekai that we keep getting, even though I have no idea.
It just
Okay,
keeps
that's
happening.
fair.
It just keeps
Except-
happening.
Yeah, no, we get a cool reverse one now. I guess that's the one thing.
I mean, if you want the
And
actual
then-
worst, fucking Opus Color being an entirely like mobile-based Bishonen show with no substance whatsoever, like I can say that I haven't watched that because I know what's good for me.
And it's not that.
But then again, at least credit where it's due. This season, we didn't get a shield hero, right? We didn't get a rent
We
a
didn't have
girlfriend.
Vegas Bride. We
We
didn't have
didn't-
Vegas Bride if you want slavery.
Okay.
Because I know you love slavery, Eminem.
Yeah, I do. Just a sucker for slavery.
Just,
But we didn't get a
Pinky.
video of a healer. Like, it could be so much worse than the propaganda that
actually
has
got-
a 5.6 on the mile.
We actually get like interesting like premises for shows, I would say, or like unconventional storylines.
Yeah, I'd say
Did
this
we
season has
mention
been
the heroes
very
already
unconventional.
Did we?
We didn't. It's bad. Moving on.
All right, let's close this up.
Oh yeah, the hero's already dead. I can talk about that one. I watched
Oh,
that.
please do.
Okay.
Talk about it.
Finishing
watched
thoughts on the heroes already dead.
The hero's already dead is a piece of fucking shit show. Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay, yeah, when we did it.
So
Yeah.
here's the premise. Okay. So you're in a generic fantasy JRPG world where the hero saved the world and he has to do it again.
Oh my god, a generic fantasy JRPG world? What a fresh take.
Anyway,
In an anime?
so demons
What?
are terrorizing the town, and our main character creates a pit trap. Okay.
A pit trap, you say?
And this kills the legendary hero that's supposed to save the world.
Wait, what? What he?
Are you
what?
telling me that the hero is already dead?
Dead.
Wait, what? So, sorry. How does he die? Does he fall into his own pit trap?
You know
No, he
those
falls into
war
the big
crime
character's
pits?
pit trap.
You know those war crime pits the Japanese would dig during World War II?
And Vietnamese, yeah, I know. I
Yeah, all
remembered
those-
what they were called. Yeah, but those like traps with like spikes.
Yeah, exactly. So one of those. Exactly, with the bamboo and everything.
Yeah.
So anyway, now Pervert he's the pervert that killed him is now resurrected. He gets body swapped into the corpse of the legendary hero.
Why?
You know what was unfortunate for me is I saw all of you recommending Dead Mount Death Play, and I watched that show, that Isekai show instead. They thought it was the same thing. I'm like, why is everyone hyping this up?
Why would you?
Go watch Dead Mount Death Play. Dead Mount Death Play is like
bad
without
call.
a doubt going to be one of the most fun you can have this season.
It's
without
definitely-
watching an entire. The most fun you can have this season without watching an entire season of Kuma 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 Bear 2 to catch up.
Yeah, no, Death Amount, yeah, Death Game is definitely up there.
Wait,
For
you
me.
might be interested in the hero's already dead if you like terrible sex jokes.
I
But
don't.
if you like it, but
Just
if you
watch
like
Death
it,
Mount Death Game instead.
But if you like terrible sex jokes, the World Without God at least has like terrible CG and a hand job.
That is
Yeah,
true,
that's a-
which means
that's
it's
a
already
terrible-
had.
That's a terrible sex joke, and that anime is not nearly as bad as the one that Alex is describing right now. Hero is already dead, so.
Don't want to say hero's already dead, maybe questioned by faith in the human race, but
Anyway,
That's the end of
nice
that
stream,
sentence.
everyone.
Yeah. Good
I
stream.
think we're done here.
Good
This
season.
was really good.
Well slugged through the mires of muck.
No, this was pretty concise given the material that we were working with. I'm
Uh-huh.
happy. All right.
Bye.